Good day everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am EDUKADO by Sir Arnold Ryan Mercado, and this is our new topic in Mathematics Grade 10. It's all about sequence and series. So ano nga ba ang mga ito? Tara na at mag-aralan natin. So let me define first what is sequence. So ano ba itong sinasabi nating sequence na to? In mathematics, a sequence is an ordered list. Ayan. Nakaayos siya na listahan or grupo. Like a set, it contains members, also called elements or terms. So, sa grade 7 natin, napag-aralan natin yung set. The number of ordered elements, possibly infinite, is called the length of the sequence. Unlike a set, order matters and exactly the same elements can appear multiple times at different positions in the sequence. Most precisely, a sequence can be defined as a function whose domain is a countable totally ordered set, such as the natural numbers. So, that is sequence. Meron tayong iba't ibang uri ng sequence. Like, for example, infinite sequence. Pag sinabi natin infinite sequence, an infinite sequence is a function with domain the set of natural numbers. Example natin ay n, capital N is equal to bracket 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, ellipsis, lagyan ellipsis yung tatlong tuldok. For example, also, consider this function a defined by a multiplied by n is equal to n squared. So, for example, ang given ng n, ang value ng n ay 1, 2, 3, and so on. Instead of the usual function notation, for sequences we usually write, ganyan, that is a letter with subscript such as a sub n. Ayan, ganyan po yung gagawin natin. Is used to represent numbers in the range of a sequence. So, for the sequence ito, for example nga, na ibinigay ko kanina, a subscript of n is equal to n squared. Simple lang. Substitute lang natin binigay kong values kanina. So, a raised to 1, ayan, is equal to 1 squared. I-substitute lang natin dito sa a sub n is equal to n squared. So, a sub 1 is equal to 1 squared. So, anong value ng 1 squared? Equal to 1. Kasi 1 times 1 equals 1. A squared is equal to 2 squared. So, simple lang naman. So, 2 times by itself by 2 is equal to 4. Then, a cubed, 3 squared. 3 times 3 equals 9. Then, a raised to 4, 4 squared is equal to 16. So, napakadali lang i-compute or hanapin ang value ng sequence, especially for infinite. Let's talk about general or the nth term or the nth term. A sequence is frequently defined by giving its range. The sequence on the given example can be written as 1, 4, 9, 16, and so on, and the n squared, and so on. Each number in the range of a sequence is a term of the sequence with a sub n, or the nth term, or tinatawag nating general term of the sequence. The formula for the nth term generates the terms of a sequence by repeated substitution of counting numbers for n. Ito naman po yung finite sequence. Kanina infinite, ngayon naman finite. A finite sequence with m terms is a function with domain the set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on in m. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is a finite sequence with 5 terms, where a sub n is equal to 2n. For n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In contrast, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an infinite sequence where a sub n is equal to 2n for n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito yung sample problems natin para higit nating maintindihan. Write the first 5 terms of the infinite sequence with general term a sub n is equal to 2n minus 1. So, let's say for example nga, ibigay lang natin yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, substitute lang. So, a1 is equal to 2 times 1. So, copy na lang natin minus 1. So, 2 times 1, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. A squared. So, kung anong value ng n dito, yun din yung value sa kabila ha. So, a squared is equal to 2. Substitute natin yung same value, 2. 2 times 2, 4. Minus 1 equals to 3. A cubed equals to 2 times 3 minus, a cube, sorry. A sub 3 is equal to 2 times 3. 6 minus 1 equals to 5. A sub 4 is equal to 2 times 4 minus 1 is equal to 7. 2 times 4, 8 minus 1, 7. Then, A sub 5 is equal to 2 times 5, 10 minus 1 equals to 9. So, yan yung first 5 terms na kailangan natin makuha. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, pag sinulat natin, yan po yung magiging sagot natin. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on for 2n minus 1. Another example, ito naman, finite sequence. A finite sequence has 4 terms, and the formula for the nth term is x sub n is equal to negative 1 raised to n with 1 over 2 exponent of n minus 1. So, what is the sequence? So, ang sakit sa ulo, no? Pero madali lang naman yung computin. So, ganito lang siya. 4 ang hinihingi niyang terms. So, x sub 1 is equal to, substitute lang, negative 1. Copy lahat ng 1, ha? 1. Then, with 1 over 2. So, n minus 1 din. 1 minus 1. So, simplify lang natin. So, negative 1 times by itself, negative 1. So, ito naman nandito, 1 over 2 minus 1 over 1. So, ang magiging sagot natin dyan ay negative 1. So, ganun din po sa x sub 2. Substitute lang natin lahat ng value ng 2. Then, the answer is 1 half. Sa x sub 3, ganun din. Ang magiging sagot natin ay negative 1/4. At sa x sub 4, ang magiging sagot natin ay 1/8. So, the sequence will be, kokopy lang natin yung sagot. Negative 1, 1 half, negative 1/4, and 1/8. Another problem. Find the formula for a sub n given the first few terms of the sequence. Example, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, simple lang naman to. Each term is 1 larger than the corresponding natural number. Therefore, ito magiging sagot natin. A sub 1 is equal to 2. Diba? Ito yung 2. So, simple lang. Equals 1 plus 1. Gets? Another. A sub 2. 3 is equal to 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Ayan na po. Then, a sub 3 is equal to 4 is equal to 3 plus 1 equals 4. Then, a sub 4 equals to 5. Then, equals to 4 plus 1 equals to 5. Therefore, ang magiging sagot natin sa sequence ay a sub n is equal to n plus 1. Another. Ayan. 3, 6, 9, 12. So, ano magiging sagot? So, a sub 1 is equal to 3. So, ano yung mga factors niya? So, 3 times 1, 3. A sub 2, ganun din. Is equal to 6. So, 3 times 2, 6. So, commonalities niya ay 3. And so on. So, ang magiging sequence natin is a sub n is equal to 3n. Kasi yun na found out natin eh. Diba? Commonalities niya 3. Then, lahat ng isa-substitute dito kay n, yun yung magiging sagot niya. Now, let's go with series. Associated with every sequence is a series. The indicated sum of the sequence. Ayan. Ulitin ko ang series ay sum ng sequence. For example, associated with the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is the series for 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. And associated with the sequence of negative 1, 1 half, 1, negative 1/4, 1/8 is the series of, ayan, ganyan natin sila isusulat. Negative 1 plus 1 half plus negative 1/4 plus 1/8. Let's go with sigma summation notation. So, ano ba itong sigma na to? Ang sigma is a Greek letter used as summation symbol to abbreviate a series. Yung series na 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 ay pwede nating gawan ng general term na x sub n is equal to 2m. Ganito po siya isusulat. Ayan po. Ganyan po natin sila isusulat. So, sigma, then x sub n, tapos 5. Bakit 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to n equals to 1. Or, pwede rin naman itong isa pang sample na to. And is read as the sum of the terms x sub n or 2n as n varies from 1 to 5. The letter N is the index of the summation, while 1 and 5 are the lower and upper limits of summation respectively. In general, if x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, x sub 4, and so on is a sequence associated with a series of ito, so ito po yung sample natin. So, sigma n k is equal to 1. So, x sub k is equal to x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3, x sub 4 plus and so on hanggang maging x nth sub nth. So, another sample problem natin. So, write out the series daw ng ganito. Summation, sigma x is equal to 1. So, with parenthesis, k squared plus 1. Without using the sigma summation notation, simple lang. So, 5 lang naman yan lagi. X sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, x sub 4, x sub 5. So, simple lang po ang gagawin natin. So, kunin natin k squared plus 1. Ayan o, 1 squared plus 1. So, pag kinuha naman, magiging 1 lang naman lahat. Yan is equal to 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Di ba? So, 1 squared kasi equals to 1. Then, plus 1 plus 1. Hindi magiging 2. Ganun din sa x squared. 2 squared plus 1. So, 2 squared 4 plus 1, 5. And so on. Therefore, ang magiging series niya ay, ng series na to, ang magiging sagot niya ay 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 17 plus 26 is equal to 60. Ipag-add lang natin lahat to. Express and write the series. So, ganun pa rin. Ito yung given natin. So, x squared, x cubed, x sub 2, x sub 3, x sub 4. Copy mo lang tong formula na to. So, substitute mo lang. Negative 1. So, 2. So, 2. Then, square root 2 plus 1. So, simple lang naman yan. So, negative 1 squared magiging 1. Diba? Then, times the square root of 3, the answer is square root of 3. Kasi hindi siya perfect square. Then, sa x cube sa x sub 3, ganun din. So, negative 1 raised to 3. Ganun pa rin. So, negative 3, magiging ano siya, negative 1 times square root of 3 plus 1. So, 4 yan, magiging 2. Magiging 4. Doon ang square root niya ay magiging 2 times the negative 1, magiging negative 2. Ganon din po sa x sub 4. Negative 1 raised to 4 times square root of 4 plus 1. So, unahin natin ayusin yung negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 kasi 4 na beses daw. So, magiging sagot doon ay positive 1. So, times 4 plus 1. So, iset aside muna natin sagot natin dito. So, negative 4 plus 1 magiging negative, square root of 4 plus 1 equals square root of 5. Times positive 1, balik tayo dito kanina, magiging square root of 5. So, magiging sagot natin dito, kopyahin lang to, is square root of 3 minus 2 plus square root of 5. Ganun po yung kalalabasan po natin. So, let's try to solve this. Break a leg po tayo dito. First, find the first 4 terms and the 7th term ng n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. If the general term of the sequence is x sub n is equal to negative 1 raised to n over n. The number 2, find the formula for a sub n given the few terms of the sequence 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, and 1/16. Alright, this PowerPoint is from Professor Denmark Estrada Marasigan. Thank you so much po. If you have any questions, write your comment down and you can add your additional comments. Goodbye everyone.